Welcome to the programme. We begin in Moscow, where for the second time in a matter of days, a drone strike has hit a high-rise tower in the city's financial district. Russia blames Ukraine for the attacks. The 50-storey skyscraper houses 3 ministries and was first targeted on Sunday. Now, defence officials say 3 other drones were downed in the capital and surrounding areas on Tuesday. Ukraine has not acknowledged the attacks.
We were going to see the tower where the explosion happened the day before yesterday, and people showed us. And we were walking there, and then suddenly there was this explosion, and we immediately ran. There were shards of glass and then smoke rising. Then the security services started running that way. The shards were really big.
Well, for more on this, let's cross over to Yulia Shapovalova in Moscow. And President Zelensky has said that the war is coming to Russia. And now the same location hit twice by a drone strike in Moscow. I mean, what are authorities saying about this?
Well, Moscow Mayor Sergei Sobyanin was the first official who gave some details about the incident. According to him, no casualties were reported, but he said that one of the drones flew into the very same tower in Moscow City, which had been hit last time 2 days ago. The facade on the 21st floor was damaged as a result, with 150 square meters of glazing broken. And then the Ministry of Defense blamed Kiev for the attacks. They spoke about 3 drones launched on facilities in Moscow and the Moscow region. 2 of them were destroyed by air defense systems in Moscow's suburbs in the west, and the 3rd one was jammed by electronic warfare. So it seems it crashed then into one of the towers. So the building is a government complex in the IQ quarter. It is housing several branches of 3 Russian ministries, and we understand should the attack have taken place in the daytime, it would have been hard to avoid the casualties. And by the way, the first attacks after the first attacks on Sunday, the management of Yandex, that's Russia's largest search engine, they cancelled all night shifts for their employees who work in Moscow City. So 2 days ago, on Sunday, July the 30th, when the first drones flew into the buildings in Moscow City, many were saying that there was no proper reaction from the authorities. Vladimir Putin was at the Navy parade, as it was Navy Day in Russia. He was hosting his African counterparts there, and basically he said nothing about the Sunday attacks. And his press secretary, Dmitry Peskov, later called them acts of desperation by Ukraine as the country is unsuccessful on the battlefield. So we're waiting for more official reaction now, as many questions remain unanswered, as from where exactly the drones were launched, how that could be possible to jam the drones, the way then they hit one of the same building, when all this is going to end, and so on and so forth.
Yulia Shapovalova, thank you in Moscow for us.